Let me start with a few GMs. How's everybody doing and where are you joining us from? Please drop a comment in the chat here. Let's see some shout outs and some love. I see we've got obviously the Masa community showing up in force, and we've got some amazing members of our other communities that are joining us today, which we'll introduce in just a second. Kevin, I see that you have speaker access. You want to give me a quick mic check before we get started?
Hello, host, can you hear me?
Yes, you're all set. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Okay, with that, I think we are ready to get the ball rolling. And I see some of those comments rolling in. Keep them rolling throughout today's weekly drop broadcast. We love to see them. We love to keep that community engagement really high. And I would like to formally introduce you to this episode of the Masa Weekly Drop, co-hosted by myself and our Masa co-founder, Codatta, and our marketing director, Zach, at the wheels and at the helm. We're really excited to have you join us as we present today's topic, the human-powered AI economy. As many of you know, Masa is on a mission to build fair AI, powered by the people. That's all of you. So we are giving the power of AI back to the people, and today we're going to talk all about it. So I would like to introduce our speakers and guest speakers. As I mentioned, we have Codatta, who's going to be taking the lead on jamming with our amazing projects who are here. And those amazing projects are Allora, Daren, and Codatta. And they're going to introduce themselves. But first and foremost, I'm going to pass the mic to Codatta, and she's going to take it away. Codatta, good morning. How you doing?
Doing great. Hello, Masa Community. Hello, partners. Welcome to this episode of Masa Weekly Drop. My name is Codatta. I'm the co-founder and your old friend from Masa. Today, we're super excited to join by three of our good friends and partners at Allora, Daren, and Codatta. First of all, I'll probably say a few words about today's topic, human-powered AI. Whenever we think about AI, a lot of people have the picture of something that's very technical, that's very abstract, and sometimes it can get scary. Hey, because ChatGPT is replacing a lot of jobs, saving a lot of productivity issues, but at the same time, it is kind of a looming force over the human race right now. However, at Masa, we believe in building the future of fair AI powered by the people, meaning that as contributors, whether contributors who are sharing our data, our compute, our resources, or users of AI, we should equally benefit from the economic boom produced by AI. So today we invited three of our good friends and partners from Allora, Daren, and Codatta to really talk about their projects and how they're contributing to the human-powered AI economy. Well, without further ado, I'll probably go around the table here. Eric, would you mind introducing yourself, your project, and if there's any fun fact, we would love to hear that.
Hey, Codatta, thanks so much. GM, everybody. I'm Eric, head of technical ecosystem, over at Allora. Allora is a self-improving decentralized machine intelligence network. The core problem that we're attacking here is one that we're really all here to talk about today, right? Our core problem that we're solving for is siloed machine intelligence, right? The sort of natural market forces have led these industry titans like OpenAI to build these completely vertically integrated stacks that are ultimately black boxes and sort of have this hierarchical relationship to us, right? Where they're overseeing us, they're collecting data from us. We are the product. Allora approaches that in a totally different way, right? We're attacking that by decentralizing the AI stack, right? We're the intelligence layer for decentralized AI, where we're addressing it via collective intelligence, where multiple machine learning models come together, collaborate to produce to optimize for shared machine learning objectives, right? To produce individual inferences that are more accurate, and especially more accurate over time than any one individual model can produce. So, fun fact about Allora, the word Allora is like the Italian word that you typically say when you're thinking. I sort of like that view of it's the next step, right? It's the thing that happens right before you say the smartest thing you've ever said. something like that.
That's
Maybe
such a cool fun fact, by the way. Now I will not ever forget about the meaning of Allora. That's so cool. Yeah, and Eric, thank you so much for the introduction. And one thing you said, well, everything you said deeply resonated with me. One thing that really jumped out is the fact that if a product is free, we are the product. And if we think about day in, day out, us using a lot of technical products and social platforms such as ChatGPT, Claude, or even Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. A lot of products are free. It's because us as contributors and users of the platform are being monetized. Our activities on the platform, our presence on the platform, our data on the platform, etc. That's the reason why we think that for this time around, when we're building the world of artificial intelligence, we want to rebuild the world from the ground up, building a fair world, building a world where every single user and contributor can get equally compensated for their activity on the platform. So definitely aligned with Allora when it comes to mission and vision, and welcome to the panel today. Thank you, Eric. All right.
Thank you, Clanthea.
Amazing. Up next, we're going to my friend Hengi and Daren. Hengi, you want to say hello, introduce Daren, and then share a fun fact about Daren?
Thank you, Clanthea. And hello, everyone. My name is Hengi, co-founder of Daren Market. It was a great honor to receive an invitation from Masa to participate in today's AMA session. Daren Market is an innovative on-chain service market driven by cutting-edge AI technology, tailored for Web3 projects and the global talent interaction. Here, Web3 projects can not only post a variety of tasks, but also match with the most suitable global talents through our unique algorithm. This process is not only fast and efficient, but also provides customized talent matching based on the specific needs of the project. As of now, since our transformation into an AI-driven on-chain service market on February 1st, we have accumulated over 1 million users and provided more than 26,000 services and undertaken over 13,000 tasks. Talents can showcase and sell their services on their market, earning USD stablecoin revenues securely and efficiently through our decentralized order system. This system ensures transaction transparency and security, while also offering unparalleled reliability through smart contracts and the technology of the blockchain. Thank you.
Great. Welcome back to the panel, Hengi. We miss you here at Masa, and congratulations on hitting 1 million user. That's such a phenomenal milestone for the entire Daren team. And when we think about Web3, we normally think of a global, decentralized, and permissionless economy or community. Although I love collaborating with people across the world, it comes with its challenges. For example, identifying the right kind of talent, determining how to price for the services that they render, and then paying them as well, of course, using so many different global currencies. Daren Market really solves all of the pain point that we just mentioned, and excited to dive into what Daren is all about today with Hengi here. All right, last but certainly not least, we'd love to invite Kevin to open his mic and talk about Codatta. Kevin, hello to the panel.
Hi, thanks, Clanthea. Thanks for having me, and hello, everyone. Kevin. I used to be a venture investor for a big internet company and also focus on traditional technology vertical like AI or like a cloud technology. Definitely Web3 is also one of my vertical that time. So this year I kind of jumped to one of my promising portfolio, Codatta, as the product partner. So basically, Codatta, we define ourselves as a human-centric data confident protocol. So that's for human, also by humans and AI. So to make that more easier, it's just like we provide a data source for data labeling service for traditional technology and also Web3 area. So we think we are the first decentralized data protocol to building a fundamental infrastructure for either developer or the protocols and AI applications. So we are pioneering AI-driven collaboration for blockchain metadata. We are trying to make data universally accessible and transparent. And we also assemble a sizable network of data contributor to enhance our data confidence through AI verified evidence or multi-party cross-referencing, or we also try to use the staking as the data confidence. So developer can also create their Web3 native application powered by machine learning model in area like criminal resistant network, on-chain ads, or the app agnostic recommendation system, or finally, we wish that they can provide a credit-based lending product. So that's like we can provide such data ability for them. We also just closed the first funding led by OKS Venture, and also some like LP from Coinbase, some famous company there. So that's what we work on right now. Thanks.
Thank you so much for the introduction, Kevin, and congratulations for your first round. That's really exciting and led by OKX Ventures. That's such a great achievement. Congratulations. One thing you said really resonated about confidence, because a lot of times when we work on the intersection of Web3 and data, and people question why Web3 for data or vice versa, right? Confidence is such a great word to capture one of the key characteristics. It's about verifiability. It's about trust. It's about being immutable on chain. So really excited to dive into what Codatta offers to the Web3 and data world today. All right. Amazing. Now we know a little bit of our amazing panelists and projects here today. We'd love to take a massive step back and look at the entire AI space. AI obviously is one of the buzziest words right now. If you go on Twitter, if you open newspaper, or if you just go to Google, you almost cannot escape AI. You're using AI, you're reading about AI, and people are talking about AI all around you. Before this call, I was just looking at the side events for the upcoming ECC in Brussels, Belgium this year, and there's so many AI side events. AI seems to be taking over the space, especially the crossroad between AI and Web3 is gathering a lot of attention. I want to ask one of the most classic questions we ask on this basis, which is to the panelists. Do you think decentralized AI, is it overhyped or underhyped? We'll start with Eric from Allora.
Thank you, Calanthea. I think I'm a little bit of a cynic, right? But I'm also very much an optimist, especially when I'm close to seeing how hard people are working on something. I think the short answer is, from an external perspective, the clear answer might be that decentralized AI is way overhyped. But I think being a person who's working so intimately in the space and is collaborating with teams that are really, really driving forward some incredible use cases, some of the most talented developers I've ever seen. I was at Chainlink for like 4 years, and it's seeing just such an incredible surface area of people that I've gotten to work with now, having been at Allora, A, at our own team, and B, in our partners' teams. Like, I think it's underhyped. I think really, like, the sea change that we're going to see is like, we can't even begin to estimate what that's going to be like. So that's my short answer, I guess. I'm a man of two minds, a man with no country sometimes, but I'm excited. So
I definitely appreciate and respect perspective from a crypto OG like yourself. Having come from, I guess, the Chainlink world, seeing the massive adoption of Chainlink during DeFi summer and really dominating many data categories there. I'm sure when you get into Web3 and AI in the first place, it somehow feels like a complete wild west, with people exploring what part of the AI stack they should focus on and how to find product market fit. So I definitely resonate with you when it comes to, although we hear about Web3 and AI everywhere, but at the same time, when it comes to actual adoption and product development, we're still in the extremely early stages of Web3 and AI. Hengi, what do you think?
Oh, thank you for the question. And in the current cycle of the technology development, Decentralized AI has indeed garnered a lot of attention based on our experience. I believe the potential of decentralized AI is not overhyped. Rather, it might be underappreciated and underutilized. Decentralized AI combines the analytical power of artificial intelligence with the security and the transparency features of the blockchain, providing a new framework of solution for Web3 projects. At their market, we leverage decentralized AI to quickly match global talents and ensure the security and the transparency of transactions through smart contract. This is not only enhance the efficiency of project execution, but also creates a failure and more trustworthy environment for participants. Therefore, I believe decentralized AI is currently in a rapid development phase, and a true understanding of its long-term impact may take more time. Thank you.
Yeah, that's such a great point. Whenever we look at the decentralized AI stack, we have obviously many infrastructure projects such as Codatta, Masa, Allora, reinventing different parts of the AI stack. We also have wonderful applications powered by artificial intelligence like Daren Market. And my sense of the market is that for the application layer, we're seeing exciting new use cases emerging. And I'm very invested in seeing the adoption of those products. Daren Market being an AI-powered telemarketplace, hitting 1 million user, this massive milestone, I think is a great case study when it comes to people are adopting AI-powered technology and applications faster than any other prior iterations of technology. Thank you, Hein, for sharing your perspective. Kevin, what do you think? As a former investor, now turned operator and founder, what's your view on underhype, overhype AI?
Cool. Yeah, that's a good background. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. So I think for the short run, short time I think it's already overhyped, but for long run it's underhyped. Like for short run, that's obviously like, okay, the crypto wars always need new narratives. Like for the last cycle, there's a new narratives after NFT, or like in Asia, they're talking about the ordinal or BTC layer. But since the AI get so popular in Silicon Valley, so I think crypto world think maybe we can use this buzzword, or we try to, give some like meaningful concept, whatever the project I'm doing, right? So for example, like I also investing in the traditional AI technology, or even GPU or other chips. Like in the crypto world, when people are talking about the decentralized AI, the first idea they figure out is like decentralized GPU computing power. But logically, it can verify it's impossible. But there's a lot of projects they can get the really funding or a good attraction, or even like the good token price for that concept. But I think that's good because that's like the attention is all you need, right? When we have the combination with blockchain and AI, so like Eric mentioned, so there are more talents or more project came out in this area. So that's what I mean. Like in the short run, there's like overhype, but for long run, I think it's still underhype. That's why I came in joining one project, Codatta. So like Codatta is, the analyzed business model is also like, okay, we try to annotate data. We also label data to provide better data source for all this AI model or AI application. But in the we call the Web 2.0, they already have such company or startups that focus on that time they call the data outsourcing for machine learning. So the basic idea, they just outsource all this labeling to like Asian country like Indonesia or Philippines. The business model is pretty much they try to just get the premium, so they can outsource all this labor to the cheaper area. But Web3, I think everybody also heard about that news, like Skill AI, they founded by a super young guy, and they already got super good revenue and also high valuation. I think that's the change. So when there's like AGI or there are so many LLM model company out there, they really need a high quality data. So for example, like I saw their business model. So even like I need to label like one map information or radar information. I think the one data is around 1,000 or 2,000 price for correct labeling. So even the platform, the traditional platform, take a cut. I mean, the revenue will still be good. But think about the in decentralized world. So we can even handle all this platform benefit to all our user by token. So I think that's make the business model even better. So I think in the long run, there's a data project. There are also AI application in the crypto world. I think in the long run, it's still under hype. So we'll see what will going to happen in the long run.
Yeah, I was literally just reading an article on Washington Post about how scale AI and other centralized AI players are literally just running tech sweatshops overseas, right? Because when you think about the revenue structure of centralized AI, it is basically leveraging the global supply chain of talent and then optimizing for talent costs everywhere in the world, versus with decentralized AI, the world that we're trying to build is truly a human-powered AI world, whereby contributors can get paid fairly and get compensated for their contribution to the AI world. I'm equally excited to see what human-powered AI can manifest when it comes to data. Thanks for sharing, Kevin. That's really insightful. On the topic of human-powered AI, now we're talking about centralized tech sweatshops versus human-powered AI. We'd love to go around the table and ask our panelists, what does human-powered AI mean to you? Eric, we'll probably start with you.
Thank you, Calanthea. Yeah, I think what human-powered AI means to me, and I think broadly to us at Allora, is, looking forward to this future of AI, right? Again, in breaking down these monoliths, it's going to be more and more important and more impactful for individuals and teams to have multiple touch points along the process, right? As we decentralize this AI stack, right? So individuals curating data sets, cleaning data sets, different teams operating compute layer protocols, different teams developing training models, different kind of ML ops solutions. Really, ultimately, the goal here is to move away from this really hierarchical relationship, like I said earlier, where these individual AI monoliths or orgs kind of oversee everything and just consume and then release the little bits that we're permitted to have, the utility that we're permitted to engage with, or the profitability that we're permitted to engage with. In decentralizing out that AI stack, there's much more guidance and much more kind of a democratic process of engaging with it. Building out that modularity in the stack enables composability, right? You can see that in the modular blockchain ecosystem, right? Individual users or individual protocols can say, okay, well, these are the trust assumptions that I'm willing to accept here, and these are the UX experiences that I'm interested in having for my users. I think that ultimately, like I said, the idea is to decentralize out that AI stack, which enables more meaningful engagement with, both from a perspective of contributing to and benefiting from this future of decentralized AI.
If I may just ask you a follow-up question, Eric, because I know at Allora, you guys are deeply technical and looking into the entire AI stack. Which part of the AI stack do you find personally most exciting?
Ooh. I mean, I think that the answer that I must say is the inference layer. One that does fascinate me is like the agent layer, right? Allora is laser focused. We're laser focused, really tightly scoped on this inference layer, this intelligence layer, right? In again, developing the right framework and coordinating the models in the right way and providing the right incentive structure for optimizing the outputs of multiple machine learning models, right? But the thing is, where does that go? Individual applications like DeFi apps may be consuming something like, real-time price feeds for these really difficult to evaluate assets like carbon credits or luxury goods or things like that. I think you get really, really exciting when you have on-chain AI agents that are consuming, say, multiple streams of inferences from Allora, and then developing this ever improving, highly intelligent AI agent that can essentially be a number of things for you, right? It can be your financial manager. I don't know. I'm fascinated by the sort of agent layer, which again sort of sits above us in that it's consuming many, many streams of inferences from us. I think that's where a lot of the really exciting use cases are going to come from. So, and we're powering that. So,
yeah, agreed. I think in general, the more closer to the user, the more magical the experience will be for everyday everyone, right? When it comes to AI agents, truly is one of those things. Once you've tried and once you've used, you can never forget about the experience. You can never go back, right? Once you have tried using an AI agent to help you write a blog post, write a tweet, or spot trading trends or be your AI companion, it's really hard to go back to the pre-AI agent world. So I'm really excited to see the power of AI agent being unleashed to the entire world of internet users. Really appreciate that, Eric. Hangy, what do you think when it comes to human-powered AI specifically? What does that mean to Daren Marketplace, and how do you think about the concept?
Oh, okay. And human-powered AI represent the symbiotic relationship between human intelligence and artificial intelligence, which has evolved significantly over time. A key difference now is that the AI cannot only assist us in the digital realms, but also interact with the impact the real world. This expansion into real-world application has further enhanced our efficiency, allowing us to focus on tasks and require creativity and human ingenuity. For instance, while AI handles data analysis, logical optimization, or even physical tasks through robotics, we can dedicate our energy to innovation, strategy, and problem solving, areas where human skill excels. Human-powered AI is about leveraging this partnership to achieve more than either humans or machines could alone, ensuring that AI is developed and used in ways that complement and augment human capabilities, and ultimately improving our quality of our lives.
Yeah, that's such a great answer, because whenever people think about AI versus human, people tend to have a either or kind of mentality, which should not be the case at all. Granted, AI will change how humans function, how we work, how we go about our day, etc. But at the same time, AI can be an accelerant when it comes to human productivity and human efficiency. How to use AI properly in improving our daily life is really exciting. Great, really appreciate you sharing, Hangy. And Kevin, any additional thoughts about human-powered AI? What does the word mean to you?
Sure. I think Eric and Hangi already gave a lot of good example about the human-powered AI. But here in Codatta, we are definitely believe in human-powered AI data specifically. So like I mentioned before, so even in the traditional world, so like data labeling, maybe the reason is just like the labor cost is definitely cheaper than you use the computing power. But I mean, in the AI area, so even like I remember like day ago, NVIDIA even mentioned they will have like the new model, they can do the data curation by itself in the long run. But still, I mean, you have to have the human get involved into providing the like context for different data to provide the feeling like what model cannot provide. So we still believe that the human power AI data is still the future, can provide the good data infrastructure for all the AI application or AI infra. So that's what we believe, and that's like one example about the human power AI.
Yeah, 100%. I think data layer is where the power of human can manifest in a significant way when we rethink the decentralized AI stack and what this means to the future of fair AI, right? How to reward all the data contributors equally, how to use their resources, whether it's in ways of data labeling, data aggregation, or data annotation, etc. But in the process, fairly compensate every single person who contributes to AI, the future of AI data. It's really exciting. And I think Web3, especially our token-centric incentive mechanism, can play an important role in setting fair compensation between AI and contributors for the first time. Appreciate that, Kevin. On the downside, we'd love to hear the panel's take on what kind of risks or red flags are you spotting or are you concerned about? If there's one thing that keeps you awake at night about the potential impact of AI on human race, what are those risks? What are you concerned about? We'll probably start with Kevin this time and then go to Hangy and then Eric.
Okay, I will start first. I think that's like broad topic, right? So like every conference recently, they are talking about the such things. So like from the legal, from like philosophy, they have different point of view to evaluate risk. But for me, I mean, I think the one key concern for everybody right now talking about the AI risk is that like people believe that we cannot know why the AI reach some conclusion, how they do that, and we cannot control along the way if they are still doing that. I mean, one generation by generation. But the thing is, like for me, I'm not really concerned about that. I mean, I always like the one example where we talk about the offline. So like a joke between wife and the husband. You never know what's inside your wife's brain. Your wife never know what happened in your brain, right? Well, for your kid, you always never know what's really there in their brain, why they behave like that, or what model they learn from different ways and reach some conclusion. But they're still learning. You can still have the way to guide them. I think the only concern is still try to like maybe the conflict between the big countries, like in the nuclear weapon area. So we already reached some like balance between different countries, but the AI is different. And nobody know other countries what's the AI level they already have. What's maybe that's the new AI weapon they are going to develop. And if everything the trigger is handled by AI, nobody know what's going to happen. That for sure in that way. So I think that's the only thing I'm concerned right now. But for others, I still believe technology.
That's such an interesting take because when we think about our existing world order, right, there are a lot of inequalities or asymmetry that already exists in the world, whether it's between countries, between different kind of races, ethnicities, genders, socioeconomic class, whatever. But AI is just an accelerant to everything that we're seeing. If we're seeing geopolitical tension already exists in the world, just think about AI-powered tension across the world. Sometimes it does make me think that we really need to rebuild AI from the ground up, build a world that is truly permissionless, open, and borderless, so that we don't repeat exactly what we saw in the prior world rules when it comes to massive global powers amassing and building what you said, AI weapons internally without sharing with the rest of human race. It can get scary sometimes, for sure. Hangy, what do you think when it comes to the risks that you're concerned about associated with AI?
Yes, this is a very interesting question because we used to see many scientific movies that tell us how AI is threatening humans and how the world ended. And so while many people are concerned about the ethical implication and the potential misuse of AI, my main primary concern lies with the energy consumption associated with the AI development and deployment. Both AI and the blockchain technologies require substantial computational power, leading to significant energy uses. This increasing demand for computational resources can quickly push the data center to their energy consumption limits, creating a bottleneck in their capacity to handle growing workloads. To address this, we need to invest in more energy efficient computing units, suitable energy resources, and advanced cooling system. Developing AI technology that are not only powerful but also environmentally friendly is crucial to ensure that the growth of the AI does not come at the cost of our planet's health. Balancing innovation with sustainability with it will be key to the responsible advancement of the AI. Thank you.
Yeah, that's such an interesting thing, right? When we think about the resources that are being consumed to develop AI and all the data centers we're building around the world, if there are ways to offload some of the lighter tasks of data processing and others, data labeling, annotations, etc., to a decentralized network of workers around the globe, maybe that's one of the answers how human-powered AI can de-risk the future of AI. Thank you, Hein, for sharing. Eric, what keeps you awake at night when it comes to AI risks?
I think there's like an enormous set of truly existential risks of AI, right? Like, maybe an agent gets access to, some quantum computing resources and is suddenly there's a bunch of nukes launching or something like that, right? There's much more creative examples of that and probably much more realistic examples of that. I think the two things that kind of stress me out to think about, and it's something that people have said about pretty much every technological advance in the past. They said it about smartphones, but and computers more broadly, other technology in the past. The two things that stress me out to think about: one, I wonder to what degree the introduction of bias and the introduction of censorship in terms of the data that LLMs and other forms of AI that answer questions for us will begin to introduce and enforce as people become more and more reliant on AI as their source of information, right? I wonder to what degree that's going to sort of flatten or narrow rather our future generations and our generation's ability to have, like, I don't know, uncomfortable thoughts or uncomfortable ideas, and really think creatively and really be willing to go against the tide, kind of. Yeah, that's one thing that keeps me up. The second really is the ability for an individual to really apply their brain to a problem for so long and fail and fail and fail and then finally get it, right? Like that pain is so necessary to break through and have new ideas and really train yourself to do something net new, right? I think every software engineer out there, and certainly people that have done a number of other things, can appreciate this feeling, right? You got to sit and suffer with problems sometimes and just beat your head against them until you get it, right? And that teaches you lateral thinking, and it teaches you creative thinking, and it teaches you problem solving, and it teaches you grit, right? The ability to have every single answer at your fingertips is not good. It's a perverse incentive. It enforces perverse incentives in your mind, right? If people aren't willing or able to do that, and it becomes so much easier to skip over that, I worry about our possibility or capability to have novel ideas or really solve hard problems in the future. Obviously, suffice it to say, AI, like, can be a force multiplier in a situation like that. But yeah, I think, like I said, there's certainly much more existential problems, but I worry about those two things. So
Yeah, those two things I actually constantly think about as well. I'll probably start with just quick reactions to your second point. Even when you're not an engineer and just using, let's say, generative AI to do very simple tasks, sometimes over time, I become capable of spotting AI generated content versus human generated content. And then over time, it just lacks original thinking when it comes to the output of generative AI models, which gets me to think that for our future generation, when they're in school, and let's say if they need to write a paper or study for an exam, what if they don't need to read the books anymore? What if they just ask ChatGPT to summarize the entire book within 2 minutes for them? What does it do to the development of human brain and original thinking over time? That is indeed a very existential problem for me when it comes to AI in the world. And then to your first question, we actually spoke on this spaces multiple times about bias in AI model. And one incident that had left an impression in my mind is really, I believe it was in February, late February, when Google's Gemini team apologized for missing the mark after the founding father incident. I'm sure some of you still remember. AI, especially the algorithm that we put in AI model, when produced by a centralized AI company like Google, it is controlled by the input from the Google core team, the core team of developers. So they get to shape the future of what we see. Sometimes that thought and that vision just scares me a lot because ultimately, personally, I believe in having democratized thoughts represented from across the globe instead of having one small group of individuals representing their thoughts and feeding their thoughts into the AI model of the future. So definitely resonate with you, Eric, when it comes to the threats and the risks of AI. Great. I think those risks, especially the bias one that Eric mentioned, is really why we are scared of centralized AI, having centralized power behind the future of AI development. I want to switch gear a little bit, talking about decentralized AI. All four teams on the panel here, Masa included, are trying to use the power of blockchain and the Web3 community to decentralize the future of AI, making the future of AI more human-powered and less centralized. What are the key benefits? Eric, we'll start with you again. When it comes to decentralizing AI, why does AI need blockchain or crypto at all?
Yeah, absolutely. So key benefits to decentralizing AI, right? One, again, is in the ability for an end user, whoever that might be, maybe it's a DeFi protocol, maybe it's quite literally a consumer application, right? Like on your phone. The benefits there are you can be more selective about, and again, I'm kind of thinking about the modular AI stack, which is I view as a type of decentralizing AI, certainly, right? You can be choosy about which trust assumptions you want to inherit, which security risks you want to inherit in that way. That's one core benefit there, right? You can pick and choose which pieces of the AI stack you're leveraging. When you view it from an individual's perspective, right? The ability to meaningfully contribute to and directly benefit from different layers in the AI stack. Again, I'm circling back on ways that people can contribute to AI and sort of this human-centric view of AI, right? Maybe somebody's unique skill set is in being able to identify and curate data sets and clean them to provide these data sets for training models on, right? In the same way that maybe somebody's exceptional at creating Dune dashboards, right? We're in the Web3 space. The thing is, if you have a specific skill set that's appealing to somebody else, you can monetize that. You can make a living off that. There's people that just do that for a living, is create Dune dashboards, right? So the ability to create these sort of microcosms or microscopic slices of work that are possible to do means that A, individuals benefit asymmetrically. B, the protocols themselves or other, folks operating in the stack benefit from it too, because you have this hyper expert that's doing this thing and doing it full time, right? And then from a broader view, right, we then become less subject to, because we have the optionality available or made available by decentralized AI, we're less subject to these sort of substantial unavoidable risks that just compound and are introduced by these monolithic centralized organizations that are developing these models that we're all going to basically again both be consuming from, and they'll be consuming from us, right? So it helps combat that sort of risk there. The risk profile on that and the risk surface on that is enormous, right? It's almost impossible for us to really meaningfully appreciate it this time, I think. But yeah, I'd say those are some of the three sort of core benefits. One, again, oh man, I forgot my first one. The second one was individual people being able to benefit from their asymmetric contributions to it. Anyway, that's sort of my view.
Yeah, that's actually a perfect segue to Hangy and Daren Market, because their entire idea is based on the premise and the principle that using the power of Web3 community, we're able to capture talent and leverage talent wherever they are in the world. Hangy, would love to get your take on the key benefits of decentralizing AI, and why does AI need blockchain or crypto in general?
Oh, well, decentralized AI offers several key advantages, especially in enhancing security, transparency, and robustness, which are essential for platforms like ours at their market. By integrating AI with the blockchain, we enhance the security and the privacy of our data processing, distributing tasks across multiple nodes to minimize the risk of data breaches and ensure operations remain secure against attacks. This setup not only increases the trust in our AI-driven matrix between global talent and Web3 projects, but also guarantees transparency, as every AI decision and transaction is recorded immutably on the blockchain. The need for AI to integrate with blockchain stems from AI's requirement for reliable and tamper-proof data management systems. Blockchain's immutable ledger provide a trustworthy foundation for AI operations, crucial in fields requiring unassailable data integrity like finance and healthcare. Conversely, blockchain technologies benefit from AI in optimizing process like transaction verification, fraud detection, and network management, improving overall efficiency and scalability. Instead, for a platform like their market, this integration means building a more reliable, efficient, and secure ecosystem for our users. Decentralized AI not only helps us maintain a transparent and fair marketplace, but also enhance our ability to deliver customized, efficient solution to Web3 projects like talent globally. Thank you.
Yeah, I really love this perspective as well, because when we normally think about when AI meets blockchain, in my view, I broadly categorize approaches into two categories. One is AI powered by blockchain, meaning decentralizing the AI stack. The other one is blockchain powered by AI. For example, building AI powered applications, AI agents, AI powered talent marketplaces, etc. Those are all great examples of how the worlds of blockchain and AI can intersect and can really help each other be complementary. Kevin, what do you think when it comes to the key benefits of decentralizing AI? Why does AI need blockchain in your mind?
Cool. Yeah, I think decentralizing AI is really useful or helpful for traditional work. For example, I think just use the most popular model in AI area, like LLM model. Like every world or different country, they are training their own LLM, right? And the initial setup of the model depends on what kind of data you feed in. And even I know some country, they can fit in some like kind of their own value or their own belief. Some like they try to, train all this model in the future to more, comply with the value in different countries, right? But that's like central way. Meaning that's like one concern I'm worried about the AI in the future. So it's not like really subjective. Like really technology in the future. But if you can train your model in a decentralized way and let the technology or let the code talk in the end, I think that's even better or can ease some the concern in some level. So that's like key benefit in my view for decentralized AI. For the benefit of the, why AI need the blockchain? There definitely a lot. Just like one Apple had the partnership with OpenAI, like Elon Musk complained right away, right? I think there's some like business reason, but he used the key concern is like about privacy. But the blockchain worked. So we have the ZK technology. We use the decentralized way to let user contribute data if they want or not. But if they want, they can also earn this benefit through token economy or other things can bring their own benefit. So they also can provide their privacy. I think that's in conclusion, like privacy or token economy can really benefit the AI in the long run. So that's why AI needs blockchain.
Love it. Definitely. I think privacy is one of the core features of what blockchain can bring to the AI world. And when it comes to token incentives, I think going back to our topic today, human-powered AI, tokenomics is basically the economic system that regulates the world of human-powered AI, right? How do you decide on the incentive mechanism? Who gets rewarded? How much are they rewarded for and for what? It's all about tokenomics and how you design the incentive structure. Really appreciate your input here, Kevin. And Eric, I know you have additional thoughts about AI and blockchain as well. Hit us.
Yeah, absolutely. Just briefly, I know we're running low on time here. I think that AI needs blockchain because especially if we're going to meaningfully decentralize out that AI stack, blockchain provides a fantastic ability to programmatically kind of set rules for coordination and really drive outcomes via incentives, right? Drive behaviors via incentives. Blockchain's incredible at that. And it's incredible at commoditizing different resources. Like you look at Bitcoin is commoditizing power, right? Really realistically. Ethereum commoditizing trust. Our goal at Allora is to commoditize intelligence. And I think that so many of these other folks that are building in the space are commoditizing some other element of the stack, right? Some other element, some other resource, right? And I think blockchain is really uniquely positioned to be able to do that because you can build these incentive structures that really can drive your desired behaviors to drive your desired outcomes. I think blockchain needs AI because ultimately for the same reasons, right? Blockchain is deterministic. The outcomes that happen when you pass in transactions are deterministic. In introducing AI into the blockchain world, you're able to engage with a more expressive sort of set of data, set of inputs, and really begin to create more creative, more realistic, more advanced primitives for, the next generation of both finance and just like user engagement and user experiences, right? I think that's, it all comes back to the programmatic sort of directional deterministic nature of blockchain. I think that it becomes both this sort of, and not feature and a bug, but this stricture that allows for freedom, right? I guess that's my view in a nutshell on that. But
yeah, I love it. It allows for freedom because it unleashes productivity. The deterministic nature of the blockchain allows us to program things ahead of time and will be able to save us from doing many manual stuff that are prone to error for sure. Love it. That's a perfect cap and great take on AI meets blockchain. We are very low on time, but I want to ask one last question. Any exciting announcements from any of you? Any alpha you want to drop to the Twitter Spaces today? We cannot go into the weekend without some alpha dropping here.
We're really excited to be speaking at the decentralized AGI summit the day before ETH Brussels, or rather EthCC in Brussels. Really excited to be working with the Sentient team, AWS, et cetera, over there. Should have a pretty cool announcement, I expect. Just went live with our testnet V2. We've got a couple great points programs that you can engage with for launching workers and things like that on the Allora network. Yeah, follow us on Twitter at Allora Network. Follow me on Twitter. I'm at Link to Eric. Thank you so much, Clanthea. Thank you so much to the other panelists too.
Of course, it sounds like some major alpha dropping from Allora on July 7th at ECC. So if you're going to Brussels, make sure that you're attending the Open AGI Summit and attend the Allora panel and then see what kind of announcement they make there. Thank you so much for participating today, Eric. I really appreciate it. Hangy, any alpha or any announcement you want to share with the community before we wrap today?
Oh, yes, there's an exciting thing that next month we will launch a talent asset program that allows our platform talent to issuing and pricing and trading their assets. By offering high quality services, talents can earn additional income through investment. Participants can also invest in their favorite talents and earn returns from these investments. So thank you for your continued support, especially thanks for Masa, and thank you, Clanthea, to organize this AMA. We look forward to exciting journey next month. Thank you.
Amazing. I always love the idea of trading talent as an asset. There are so many friends of mine who I would have personally betted on if I could just invest in their future, like personal future. So I think talent asset as a concept really solves that problem. It's really exciting. And I look forward to the launch next month. Thank you so much, Hangy, for participating in the spaces today. Last but certainly not least, Kevin, any additional alpha or announcement you want to share with the crowd today?
Sure. Yeah, we already have our first data label product ready. Everybody can use that online. Actually, already have millions of users. They contribute labeling every day. But I mean, the next big milestone is two directions. One, we are going to, providing really as platform for crypto. So because we already have all this label data, we do the address annotation. We are going to do the user annotation. Also, such user annotation will be provided by user. To get permission from them, and they can also earn our token for sure. The other direction, we're also working on, like I mentioned at the very beginning, the staking as confidence. So we try to, providing this new way for the users, if they're really confident about some expert data, they can state their Ethereum or other asset in our place to make such data even more confident. So we will, let the community to verify or give the different the verification and then the reward for the staker. So that's our two big directions. We also will be in ECC in Brussels. So everybody can follow our official account. They're also in the here in the list, and my own account. So we'll publish our coming news or reward system and also that points system for different users. So stay tuned. Just follow us.
Nice. I think I'm super excited to check out the product of having the community or having users given confidence score or having a vote of confidence on different kind of data they're seeing. That speaks to our topic today in the most interesting, authentic way, human-powered AI. Go follow Kevin, go follow Codatta. And then Kevin, I look forward to hopefully meeting you in real life in Brussels over at ECC. Thank you so much for participating today. I really appreciate it.
Will do. Thanks, Celestia. Thanks for so much for organizing.
Amazing. Well, that is an entire hour full of great thoughts, great ideas, and best alpha from the Masa community to you today. Hopefully you learned one thing or two from today's panel. I certainly took away a lot of great thoughts from our panelists today. I hope you enjoy the panel and have a great weekend ahead. Thank you, everyone.
Right, thanks. Also, thanks, Masa, having us. Yeah, have a nice one then.
Of course. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thanks, everyone.
Cheers, y'all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.